jump out here from Troy Franklin, and is much of it just kind of the familiarity, the less thinking? Do you think that's been kind of the biggest buoy for him so far in his second camp?
Yeah, I'm sure that helps a lot. You know, guys mature as they get more experience. He's certainly playing faster and making more plays, so we're real excited about him. He's really stood out.
He said he put on some weight, so that's a good combination. You said he's faster, but yet does he have a little more physicality too?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that, you wouldn't know it looking at him, but I mean, he's a physical blocker. Gives a lot of effort in that phase of the game, so that's huge. And, and then, combine that with how he's running routes and catching the football. It's been a really good camp for him.
And what do you see?
He's working on a couple of different positions. Troy is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, it's as a rookie, you really want to nail down on one position, and now that he's got that, he's working into the slot a little bit, and that gives him some more flexibility of what we can do with him, and he's really been doing a great job with all of that.
And what do you see between him and Bo Nix that really indicates just how long they've been working together?
Yeah, they've got a good feel for each other. It really, experience with a receiver really helps as a quarterback, knowing their body language, where they're going to be. And so, yeah, that's really paid off. As he's learned the offense, he's able to, play naturally, and that's what Bo's used to. So it's been very helpful.
Joe, anything
these shared practices? And do you prefer them even over exhibition games, especially when you have so few guys on the roster that probably need to play well?
Yeah, it's good. One is just a change of scenery, for the guys. It's mentally, I think it refreshes them, and they become a little bit more focused, which is always a challenge as you get into camp. Seeing a different front, a different scheme helps you as, the quarterbacks are getting experience with certain plays, and the guys are getting used to certain coverages. Seeing something different, I think, always helps. You do get some good work. The games are always helpful, especially for certain positions, because it's hard for a running back always to express what he can do if he's not getting tackled to the ground. And so the games still have some value for sure.
Anything you want to pinpoint that you want to look at maybe Thursday?
I think it's mostly evaluation of the players. Sean always mentions, you want to run plays they know by heart. So they're not thinking, and you're getting a false evaluation because they're not able to, play up to their physical ability because they're thinking mentally too much. So it's really a great chance to evaluate, some of the guys that are in position battles or on the bubble, and really get to see what they can do when it's real tackle football.
And can you compare and contrast? In the old days you'd have 2 days joint practices, but there always seem to be fights like the second day. What are the pros and cons of 2 days versus 1 day now?
Obviously with 2 days, you just, you get more work. You can look at more plays, more reps. But I think 1 day is plenty. We get plenty of reps, and it's probably a better way to go. I think when you just do 1 day, because usually when you have these joint practices, the ones get a little bit more work. And in the old days, like right now, we don't have to play them in the preseason, but I think you're still able to, because they're not getting banging heads for 2 days with an opposing team. So yeah, it's probably a better way to do it.